Alright everybody, we are back in gear video and I have this Armstrong mid-length board, 55 liters, that I want to try out in two different ways. Winging and later on do a prone foil video about it. It's time to look at different boards and step out of my comfort zone and see how this board is going to work for a guy like me. But let's get this board unpacked. Cool board, a slick looking board, look at that. And my thought is definitely, ooh, this could be like a longboard prone foiling style board. I really have problems getting on my feet on those ultra short soap bar boards, and I think this could really be it. And for winging, I think it could be a little bit a mix between a performance board and a downwind board, but we're all going to find out. I'm just babbling away. For now, we're going to go over the text here real quick. So you see 55 liters, 5'5", 18 wide, and 4 4/8 thick. So 18 wide, tip-top surfboard width actually, and 5'5", short board length, 55 liters, long board style volume. It comes with the carbon tracks, with the carbon rails. With this board also you have the option to mount foot straps actually, so that's pretty cool. The deck here, same like the other boards, it has those raised rails and the raised little bar in the center of the pad for extra comfortability when you're standing on the board. Let's go. Setting up my board, and who do I run into here? Mr. Armie Armstrong himself. And I just had to grab him real quick. So we're testing out the 55 liter 5.5 ml today. I got my 16-year-old daughter and I got my 50-year-old self with. Right. And we're gonna try out winging this. Any tips you can give us for trying out this board?
Well, like with every board, I like to start with the foil in the middle. So you've got it bang on the money here at 7. That's round about the middle. Good place to start with a new board. If you really dial into your gear, you might know where you want to set up your mast relative to your feet or your foot straps. If you're running without foot straps, it's kind of easier. It doesn't matter where it goes, it just puts you further back. So, you guys gonna run foot straps or no this time?
I don't have any foot straps for this. We're gonna try this without. Yeah.
Perfect. No straps. So with no straps, it'll just move you around the board a bit. With straps, you can look at where you put your strap and where your mask goes. But anyway, yeah. So you've got middle of the board, and these boards are 55 liter. They're all about making it easy to get up on foil with the smallest volume possible. But the boards are a little longer and narrower, and that just translates to more forward speed on the water. So they take off so nice off the water, these things. We love them. And then yeah, prone as well, so easy to get into waves. The reality is I'm a bit of a kook prone foiling, and I needed a board to make it easy to catch waves on, and this is it for me. Love it. 55 liter is my, that's awesome. In one board, travel the world, you can get on foil, you're loving it.
Alright, setup wise, just like Armie said, mast is right smack down in the middle, and we're using our HA880. Kind of started to become one of my favorite to go to wings. Really like that thing. And then in the back we have the Speed 180 centimeter. It's blowing probably be about 20 out there, I'd say. Definitely white caps. 3.5 meter wing, maybe a 3 meter wing for my daughter. Should be just fine. Alright, now it's time to conclude this thing, and first things first. And in all honesty, you know me, weekend warrior, not a pro. I was a little bit intimidated by the 55 liter 5'5" mid-length board, thinking like, oh, knee start. Here we go again. It took me so long to learn that knee start on that little soap bar board for my daughter, but you know, I was proven the opposite. I got up pretty much on first try, and let's make it second try, but it felt actually considerably easy to get up from my knees and kneel on this thing. I don't know why, maybe because it's longer, because it's definitely not wider than what I used to ride, so that's cool. So I'm super stoked on that. Then also super stoked on the fact that I had so much fun riding this board, and I tried different foils with it actually. My daughter tried it too. We did an HA880 first, then we sized down to an HA680, and eventually tried this thing out also with the downwind 685. And I had such a good time with this. I was a little worried with the swing weight, and like usually I'm riding this shorter, wider, the old FG board is kind of like what I'm riding, but you know what, guys? This, I think, is going to be my new to-go-to board. It felt really comfortable pumping, it was turny, it felt very good on the rebound. I touched down a couple of times involuntarily, and it had a really good rebound off of the wave, bouncing back up. Even for my daughter, who usually rides a very short, very small board, she was turning this thing so easy. She tells me that, of course, she did feel a difference from a very short board, with maybe like the nose is a little long, but hey, that's how I felt when I went to the downwind subfoil board and winged around with that. But as you can see, she's doing really nice turns, jibing, no problem, gliding, pumping. So to me, this really appears to be a to-go-to board that now I'm very curious about trying this out as a prone board. That's going to be the next video. For winging, guaranteed, I think this is going to be my new board. I will use this more often than the other. Probably going to mount some foot straps, just because foot straps for winging feel so much more comfortable to me, but not necessarily needed. But to me, it just feels like it's right. And what also feels right is to see you guys in the next video.